Yo, what's up everybody?
Welcome back to the channel. So for today's vlog, we are planning to go visit one of the most famous volcanoes in all of Indonesia, Mount Bromo, and hopefully catch a magical sunrise. We've based ourselves here in Surabaya, which is the second largest city in Indonesia, and it's located in East Java.
Yeah, but it's going to be a bit of a tricky one tonight though, because we're going to have to stay up until 11:50 at night and get picked up to go to the sunrise point, which means no sleep for us tonight, which will be difficult because I normally sleep pretty early.
Yeah, it's a bit of a journey to get there, but we really want to try our best to try capture this experience and share it with all of you guys too. So we'll see you in a few hours. Wish us luck.
Yes, please do. Arrived on King Kong Hill, so we started the journey on a car for an hour 30 minutes and then switched over to a Jeep for another hour.
Yeah,
it is a lot more colder up here than it is in normal like city area. But yeah, I'm very excited to see the sunrise, which will be maybe in a couple of hours time, so we're gonna stop off at a cafe first.
Yeah, the Jeep ride was pretty bumpy and windy.
Yeah, Yen was getting a bit of motion sickness. I could see her like struggling.
Yeah, I'm glad I took my motion sick pills.
Yeah. Because we're still very early, we stopped off at this cafe first, and I'll share with you guys a little bit of information on how we booked this place. So we booked this tour through Klook. It cost Yen and I 230 NZD per person, but I did notice that if you want to do a cheaper option, there are other ones available that you can do like a group tour, but of course you've got to share the vehicle with a whole bunch of different people as well. We saw that typically ranged around about 100 New Zealand dollars per person. So yeah, in this shop we can also rent jackets in case you're still very cold, and it is incredibly windy outside as well, so for 25,000 rupiah you can stay warm.
We've also got some beanies and scarves as well,
yeah.
And we're going to wait for our hot drinks.
Hot drinks, yeah.
There's our guide, Nara. Hello. It's about 5:30 a.m. now and the sun has fully risen. We've been up here at this vantage point since 3:30 a.m. and that's because it gets super crowded and we wanted to make sure we had a front row view to the incredible Bromo and all the other mountains that's around here too. So we are in Bromo, Tengger, Semeru National Park. Mount Bromo is not the tallest mountain in this massif, but it is the most active and the most famous. It stands 2,329 meters high, and you can see it there, and it just looks magnificent. It's incredible. The volcano that's the furthest one away is Mount Semeru. And then there is also the closest one, which is Mount Bromo, and one more to the right, which I struggle with its pronunciation, but I think it's called Wadudare. We do dare.
We do dare.
Thank you. So yeah, it is just absolutely gorgeous, but it is so windy, so we're getting a lot of ash, and we're just trying to film in between when it's like slightly less windy. I'm so glad that I hired an extra jacket, and I'm already layered up. So many layers. I've got my like light puffer underneath, I've got a thermal and a jersey, and one more singlet under that too. So I'm like a giant marshmallow. But yeah, there are three main vantage points that you can get this incredible sunrise view from, and King Kong Hill is the one that we're at. It's said to be the best views by the local guides. And then there is also Penanjakan, as well as, what's the last one? Love Hill. So yeah, you have to excuse me, we've been up a very long time so far today.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Oh yeah, absolutely stunning. So we are actually going to go walk on the caldera as well of Bromo. And I can see poor Peter's hands are shaking. So yeah, let's head on down soon.
Oh man, it's really handy having a mask because this sand is just crazy. It just blows absolutely everywhere, straight into your mouth as well.
Nara was saying that it's windier than usual.
Yeah, it's been really good having Nara along with us because he's been showing us like, you guys need to stand over there to get the best view, front row seats, and you guys can come around this other corner as well to get this awesome photo spot. So that's been fantastic.
And he knows the timing, which is great too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're just going to walk around a little bit more before we head off over to Mount Bromo.
Yeah. That's my full get-up with my sunglasses as well, which actually has come in handy. So we went to the highest viewpoint, and I think it took us, I can't remember, maybe about 15 minutes to climb up. Would recommend that you wear good grippy shoes, and you probably need to have an okay level of fitness, but good balance, because it does get super slippery with all the ash that's there. And coming back down, it gets even slipperier. So we could see like all these people stumbling. Someone actually bumped into Peter as well on his way down.
Almost pushed me off the cliff.
Oh no. Oh yeah, just gotta be careful and cautious with your step. But again, that's why it's so good having our guide, because he can just help lead the way for us too. From this viewpoint, it is nice as well, but you have a lot more obstructions with some trees and all that. From the top, it's just magnificent, so stunning. Okay, shall we continue on?
Let's go.
Let's go. Now this is quite a change of perspective. We've made our way across the sea of sand on foot. You can actually rent some horses or ponies to ride across, but we've opted to just walk instead because it's actually pretty pleasant now.
Yeah.
So much so that I've reduced all my layers. And behind me you can see a Hindu temple called Luhur Ponten. I hope I pronounced that okay. And it is the starting point for the Tengger tribe to make a pilgrimage every year up to Mount Bromo, which we are going to go to as well. But they do it as a ritual for Yajna Kasada, and it's where they make offerings into the crater, things such as flowers, fruits, vegetables, even livestock like goats and chickens. And it is a form of respect, yeah, to the ancestors, as well as hopes for blessings and good luck too. So we need to make our way over there, and it's, I think, 248 steps. Nada's giving me a nod.
Up over there.
Up over there. And I think we can manage it. We've done a lot more than that before, but this one does look pretty steep. So
We can do it.
We'll see how we go. To the top of the caldera, staring down into that crater, and it's got that familiar smell of sulfur and rotorua. If you've ever been to New Zealand, which is where we're from.
Yeah, it's quite strong though here.
Yeah, it's like a rotten egg sort of smell, I guess. So it took us maybe about an hour from the Jeep to trek all the way across the sea of sand and then up to the stairs. The stairs itself were pretty easy, mainly because it was so slow. There's so many people, so it's like we're lemmings all climbing up, and there's a lot of starting and stopping.
Yeah, but that sea of sand was pretty tiring.
Yeah, so the part that's before it, it's a slightly more challenging because you're climbing uphill and you're going against all this volcanic ash as well. But it is 100% worth it. Definitely something that you should do if you are in this area and visiting Indonesia. It's just magnificent.
Yeah. Oh man, we've managed to walk to the end of where you can walk at the crater, and man, what a day it has been. Getting these views has been spectacular. I just got a big mouthful of sulfur just then,
Oh, no.
But it's all good. It adds to the experience. What an experience. It's been amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
I got sand all throughout my hair.
I think one tip is definitely bring some wet wipes.
Oh yeah, you need to wipe all that sand off your face once it's stuck in there.
Yeah, it goes inside your ears, your nose, your mouth, eyes, everywhere.
Yup.
Making a quick stop off over at Lembah Watangang, also known more commonly as Teletubbies Hill, and that's because it resembles the children's show Teletubbies with all the vast meadows and hilly greens, except we're here in the dry season at the moment, which is currently August, so it's not as green and luscious as it normally is, we're told.
Kind of reminds me of New Zealand.
I was just gonna say that it does look a bit like New Zealand. But yeah, very quick stop off because we're all feeling a little hungry, and I think it's time for food.
Yeah, good plan. So we finally stopped off for some food. It's been a very long day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our driver fell sick, our Jeep driver.
Yeah.
And so we ended up having to get this new driver, which took like an extra hour, but we finally got here to get some food to
Poor
eat.
guy, I hope he's okay.
Yeah. So I have gotten the grilled chicken here. Looks like a very bony grilled chicken, so let me just get some meat off this one here.
Oh yeah.
All right, meat and rice. It's packed full of flavor.
Ooh.
So much herbs, and also it's pretty spicy. I asked for medium. That's tasty.
I ordered the mee kuah, and it looks like a very nice soupy noodle. It even has a couple of sausages inside, Nara was telling me, and it's got some chicken meat and a little egg over there. I love noodles and I love soup, so excited to try this. That is nice. It's a little bit sweet as well, and I thought it was going to be quite thick, but it's still quite a, how do you say it, like a runnier broth, but lots of flavor as Peter was mentioning. Yeah, that's nice. Have a little bit of that sausage too. I think it's good for us to do a refill at this point in the trip because it has been a super long day. Poor Peter hasn't slept in over 24 hours. He couldn't get a nap in before we had our pickup just before midnight. So yeah, he's running on a little empty right now. Let's polish up our meals.
All right.
So we're going to wrap things up here, guys, before we make our 2-hour car ride back to Surabaya.
Yeah, what's crazy is I think when this day is done, it's gonna be like 13 hours all
Oh,
up.
that's a long vlog day for us, but we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're thinking about whether you should try come here yourself or go with a tour, I think personally we would recommend a tour.
Yeah, definitely.
Usually we prefer to try do things ourselves when we can, but in this case it just makes things so much easier having the tour organized for you. They negotiate prices like getting the Jeep. Imagine if you had to drive the Jeep or get your own motorbike to go across that. It's so dark, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, and it's actually a gigantic space, so
Yeah.
it's very easy to get lost or not end up at the place to see the beautiful sunrise.
Yeah, and you have to have a four-wheel drive or a motorbike to go across that sea of sand as well. And just having the guide knowing where to go and help to translate things for us and tell us a bit of history as well is awesome too.
Yeah, definitely. So if you guys have enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to give us those likes and subscribes.
Drop us a comment. We love hearing from you. If you can, please share our video too. And also a big shout out to Nara, our tour guide, for taking care of us today.
Thanks, bro.
See you guys in the next vlog.
See ya. Can't wait to get some sleep.
We need it.